Let's do our own would you rather, whether you want to do red or blue, but we also have to guess what will be the most popular answer. Would you rather live in a house with 1,000 rooms or live in a 2-room apartment? Oh, actually, this is pretty good. All right, I'm gonna let you guys say. What do you guys think? 2-room apartment? Blue by myself. Okay. I think it's red. I think it's red. Martin's got the right idea. I think it's red. It's just red. Just live in the first room and rent out the rest. Imagine cleaning all of that. But yeah, imagine renting it all out. You don't even got to charge a lot. Let's say you do $500 a month for a room. Let's say $200 a month. Pay a cleaner. Live in the first room, the most accessible one, the nicest one. Rent out every other room super cheap. Hire someone to manage all of that. Maybe a manager for every 100 rooms, or maybe give a manager a free room. They manage the rest of the rooms. Hire a cleaner. Boom. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's got to be red. I think 70% of people pick red. And boom, you're set for life. Let's do this. It's red. What? I think most of the people from the last one are just thinking, I would rather just live alone in a 2-bedroom than live alone in a 1,000-bedroom. They're not thinking like us. That's crazy. Okay, whatever. Would you rather skinny dip at a pool or skinny dip in the ocean? What is skinny dipping? Skinny dipping is the act of swimming naked. What are we talking about? Okay, here's some points. Skinny dipping in a pool, it's safer, it's cleaner, right? There's no bacteria, there's no sea salt. It's a pool, right? For the sake of argument so far, we're gonna say it's a public pool, like a hotel pool. The ocean is bigger. Probably more people can't see you. However, jellyfish could sting your penis. Sea salt might go into your pee-pee hole. Not red. Red is a healthy, good water. Let's say it's at a hotel. Blue, the ocean, no one sees you, but you might get stung in your cock. Didn't say I had to spend a long time there. Let's say here, theoretically speaking, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. You gotta hop in, dude. Gotta hop in. For this, would you rather? I personally would go in the ocean. I would rather take my chances with a jellyfish and seaweed wrapping around my penis than have social disgust of people looking at me. I'm guessing people vote blue because of nudist beach. Wow, yeah, I didn't even think about nudist beach. I didn't even think about that. That's a great one. Yeah. Oh, wait, here's another point. The ocean is dirty. We're polluting it. They're not gonna see you if you go in it. They're not gonna see it. They got nothing to see. I'm taking the ocean. What if a fish thinks it's a sea pickle? Okay, Drifter, we're stopping there. We're stopping there. I think more people will also say ocean. I think. Wow, it's pretty even. Skinny dip in a pool. Would you rather have 1 nipple or 2 belly buttons? Okay. I have my answer. It seems like we're split. So let's argue for both sides. 1 nipple. What are the cons of having 1 nipple? Well, you have 1 nipple. The question, would the nipple be in the middle of my chest or just like one of my nipples are gone, right? Would it be in the center? For the sake of argument, I feel like no. Would you keep the peck? Yeah, you'd keep the peck. It would just be like a nippleless peck, right? I think 1 would just disappear. 2 belly buttons? What? I think more people are going to say 1 nipple. Right? Because, hear me out, Chad. Hear me out. This is Lil Timmy. Lil Timmy looks like this. Okay, wait. Let's draw it out. Wait, hold up. This is the bar in the middle. This is red. Right? Red is the left. 1 nipple. Right? Lil Timmy. This is him. 1 nipple. It looks like that. But I feel like it would be different if the nipple was in the middle. So I think it only makes sense for the nipple to be like here. But Blue's a little weird. Blue's weird. It's like, this is him. He has regular nipples, but now he has 2 belly buttons. Would it be like 2 belly buttons on top of each other? Would it be 2 belly buttons like next to each other? I think it would be like on top of each other. I think that would make sense. Let me also add a belly button to this guy. It's one or the other, man. I don't know. I personally, for me, I'm picking red. I think it's red because 2 belly buttons are weird. Like, if you don't have a nipple, so what? I feel like people would be more... I think when someone looks at you, they would probably be like, why do you have 2 belly buttons versus, oh, you only have 1 nipple, right? I think it's red. And I think most people are also going to pick red. We're locking in red here. We're locking in red. I think red is the right... I think red is the objective right answer. Also, 2 belly buttons, you get double the mucus in there. Double the dirt. Double the whatever. Dex, you're going for blue? Okay, I respect it. I respect. You know what? You know what's really cool? That means since you have 2 belly buttons, if you are, let's say, for example, you're walking to school and you're listening to music, right? You got your earbuds in, right? You're listening it to your phone. When you take those earbuds out, dude, all you got to do is you put the earbuds in here and then the wires, and then you have like an instant. That would be a reason why I would pick blue. I think most people are going red. We're going with red. Let's see. 60% of you guys would want 2 belly buttons. Why? Okay, I'm astounded at that. That's crazy, dog. Would you rather play video games as much as you want on a crappy old console, or would you rather have 1 hour to play on the coolest new console? Okay, so we got what? What's an old console? Like an NES? Maybe a Wii, right? A 2DS. Those are old. Maybe not 2DS. Let's say yeah, Game Boy. Unlimited time. Unlimited time. What's the new ones, dude? They got PS5s, Xbox X, whatever they're called. I genuinely think it's gotta be red, right? Play video games as much as you want on an old crappy console. You just play all the good vintage games, unlimited times as you want. And technically any console would be an old crappy console one day. 1 hour on the newest console. I feel like this question is biased on your age. If you are older, you might pick blue simply because you only have 1 hour of playtime a day, right? Red, though, I don't know. I think I'm going to go with red because imagine 5-hour game session, Wii Sports. 5-hour session, Pokemon Soul Silver. I'm entertained. 1 hour on the newest console. 1 hour on what? Like Fortnite? I'm going with red. I think a lot of you guys are picking red. Red. I see a lot of reds. We're going with red. I wouldn't say the Xbox 360 is an old console. Actually, it is. It's like over 10 years old, right? People are going to pick blue. No, I think red. Because like the word as much as you want, that's a strong phrase. You know what I'm saying? Let's lock in on red. Let's see. What? 52. Okay, it's pretty even. It's pretty even. I respect it. I respect it. Would you rather move to a different country every month, or would you rather stay in the same country your whole life? Okay, let's visualize it. Let's visualize it. I live in the USA. The USA looks like this. Doesn't look exactly like that, but this is the USA. This is a country every month. Let's draw Mexico. That's Mexico. And then this is Canada. And then stuck in the same country your whole life would just be the USA. This is USA. This is from ages 0 to 100. I should have wrote that in blue. From the ages 1 to 100. And then over here, you are moving every 30 days. That is miserable. Because no, think about it. You're in the, let's say you spawn in US. Rutro Raggy. Now we got to go to Mexico. Is Mexico a country? Look at how many countries there are. You're moving to a new one. Wait, how many countries are in the world? How many countries are in the world? 195 countries in the world. All right, let's do the math here. 195 countries. Multiply that by 30 days. An average month, 5,850 months. Divide that by 12. Did I do my math? Wait, hold on. I think I did my math wrong. 195 countries. You're moving into a brand new country every month. So that means divide this by 12 months in a year. You have 16 years to live, unless you cycle through. Regardless, move to a different country every month? Hell no. Hell no. No, think about it. New language every country. You got to keep moving. Even if you teleported, you got to keep moving your stuff. New country. You know what you didn't even think about? Plugs. There's different country plugs. Like US has these two, different countries and different stuff, different seasons, different temperatures. No way, man. No way. It's gotta be stay in the same country your whole life. Unless you're from the UK. Actually, I don't think UK would be that bad. Unless you're from Australia. Just get an adapter. Yeah, but you still gotta move every month. Know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like that's the problem. Imagine this. You're hanging out. You're eating chicken over rice with chicken katsu and gravy. You're loving it. It's fucking delicious, right? The weather's just right. It's amazing. The next moment, hypothetically speaking, let's say you teleport to the next country. You teleport, boom. You're in fucking Poland. It's cold. You don't got chicken katsu anymore, man. You got whatever the Polish got. What do the Polish eat? You got Polish cuisine. And maybe you don't even want Polish cuisine. Maybe you're craving chicken. Do they even have Popeyes there? I don't think so. But the USA is now expanding. Is it? But the USA is one country. One country, eventually you'll get bored. No, you don't. United States of America. I make this point because like I live in the US, right? Dude, the US, you can go each of these. There's so many different things in the US. I feel like this question depends on like what country it is. But for me, because I'm US, I would say I would just stay in the US, right? I feel like this should be stay in the same city. I feel like that would be a little bit more harder. But I think most people, I think 60% of people are going to pick blue. I will say the benefits of moving to a new country every month, new foods, new language, probably will have a crazier life. I think that'd be really cool. Also, health insurance would be a benefit. I respect the red. I respect the double down, but I'm going to have to go with blue. And a little bit more people went with blue. That was good. I like that question a lot, actually. I do wish US healthcare was a little bit better, but would you rather drink Fanta or Sprite? Okay, what flavor? Let's say for the sake of this argument, it is an orange Fanta or green Sprite. Green Sprite. It depends. I think Fanta's great if it's orange, right? Fun fact. Did you guys know that Fanta is different colors in the in around the world? This is a really popular picture that one of my Canadian friends showed me before. I know my chat's covering it a little bit, but we have this in the US. And then in other countries, it's like actually, it looks like orange juice, which blows my mind. Fanta or Sprite? I'm gonna go with Sprite. Why is this so orange? I have no idea. It's like neon orange. I got no clue, dude. It's so strange. You have the one on the right. Yeah, see, most of you guys have the orange juice looking one, right? We don't have that. We have neon. Like, all of our foods look neon colored. Like, that shit look like double tap. Isn't that crazy to think about? Regardless, Fanta or Sprite? Orange Fanta or Sprite? I think it's Sprite. I'm a big Sprite guy. And I think more people will pick Sprite. That's why Americans are chubby. Well, it's a lot of other things, too. We got a problem here. We got a problem here. But I'm going to go with Sprite. Sprite. I like Sprite. I like Sprite. More people pick Sprite. Wow, I'm surprised. All right, let's do one more. 10 in a row. We'll do one more. We'll do one more. We'll do one more. Give us a debate. Actually, let me see if I can pick one. Hard. We should have did these ones. What? Have chocolate covered broccoli for every meal or never taste chocolate again. What? What kind of... What? Would you rather ruin every meal for the rest of your life or never have chocolate? What are we talking about? Blue. Okay, that's a stupid one. Let's get a better one. Yeah, no crap. 69%. Nice. Oh, I like this one. Would you rather be famous for doing something you dislike, or would you rather do something you are passionate about but without recognition? This is a hard one. I think the right answer morally is like blue, right? Everyone wants to, I don't know, chase their dreams and whatnot. But here's the perks, all right? Let's do the perks. Fame for something you hate. No fame, but you're happy. Or you're happy. Money or happiness. I will argue that I think the right answer is left. I think the right answer is you can just be famous, because hear me out. You can just be famous for 1 year, turn that into a bunch of money, right? Make a bunch of money, a boatload of money. And now with that money, you disappear off the face of the world in a yacht, and now you're happy. Although I think that's going to make it too easy. So I'll add the caveat of you will always be recognized. You are so famous, you will always be recognized. So famous, always recognized. I think that's more fair. No fame, you are happy. You will never be recognized, not recognized, which I think is super cool. I think that's something that a lot of people, take for granted. The ability to go into a public space without people freaking out about you. I think that's something that a lot of people don't really think about it. I think the difference in this question is, or like the deciding factor is, are you okay with being rich but treated as a zoo animal because people will always recognize you for that stupid thing that you do? Or would you rather have a quiet life, you don't have that money, but you can do something that's more passionate? I'm going to go off on a whim that more people, I'm going to say that a lot of people are going to say, for the blue part, I think 65% pick blue, 45% pick red, because I don't know, I think that would... Wait, no, 45. Wait. I'm going to say 55. I'm going to say 55. 55 blue, 45 red. That is what I'm going to say. And I'm going to pick blue, by the way, because I think blue is a great one. I think I would do blue. I enjoy this channel more than that. Be famous and get more light shed on your personal hobbies. That's also a great way. Wait, no, I didn't even think about that. Yeah. But the problem is like, it's like Logan Paul. People will always remember you for your suicide forest, despite all the good that you do. I think you could change your public perception, maybe. But let's just keep it super simple, right? You're just famous for, I don't know, getting fucked by a horse, but you're rich. But everyone only like remembers you for that. It's like the same question of, would you rather fuck a horse and nobody knows, or not fuck a horse, but everyone thinks you did? I'm gonna say that blue has more options, and I would also pick blue. Wow, 75%. We got that wrong. Wow, it was actually 75. I thought it would be more split. Okay, I respect it. We'll do one more. Would you rather constantly stumble while walking, or would you rather constantly stutter when speaking? Gotta be red, bro. Gotta be red. If you do blue, no one's gonna take you seriously. I don't talk much for reasons. But you can work on a stutter. You can improve stuttering, like as you grow up and you talk to more people and you go into more uncomfortable situations, you can work on that. Constantly stumbling, I don't think it's that bad. Like, I feel like this would be bad if like maybe you live on a farm and you stumble and you fall into like a pile of feces. Both are bad, but red. I think red makes sense, because like stuttering is worse, because if you live in a city or like in the society we live in, right? When you stutter, people just don't take you seriously. I'd rather fall and like break my neck from stumbling than go into a business meeting. I meet someone, I shake their hand, right? This is a rich man. Sigma. I do believe you can work on a stutter though, right? Stumble is the safe answer, but you can work on a stutter. You can. You will get sympathy. Wow. You can get sympathy from stumbling, but you get mocked for stuttering. Wow. That's a good one. But Salamander says you might get impaled, stuck in concrete, and die because you stumble. I think more people are going to pick stumbling. I'm going to say 70%. Let's go for 70%. 70% for stumbling, 30% for stutter. Locking in. What? Blue? Really? What? People would rather stutter than stumble? I'm kind of shocked. I'm shocked. Whatever. Cool. That's crazy. Quick one. Be permanently naked but never be stopped by the cops. Brought to jail every time a cop sees you, even though you're done nothing wrong. I would, I don't want to be permanently naked. I can't do that. I can't do that. I'll do blue. More people did blue. Okay, we're done. We're not doing Would You Rather anymore. Did you guys enjoy that? I actually really like that. That was really fun. Wow. We will do more Would You Rathers in the future, I guess.